So welcome back guys to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Clock Tower Rewind, out now on all platforms. Now I have to give a big shout out and a huge thank you to the folks at WayForward for being so kind to send a review copy to the studio. Now a little history lesson: Clock Tower was originally released in 1995 for the Super Famicom, later ported to the WonderSwan and PlayStation 1 with Clock Tower First Fear, but this is the first time officially Clock Tower has been released in America and Europe region. And it really was a pioneer to the survival horror genre, and you play as Jessica, an orphan who was adopted into a wealthy family with some other orphans. You enter a mansion with Mary, and things get weird. Things get very, very strange. Most notably, you get chased by a small man with some giant scissors. Some folks call him Scissor Man. I like to call him Bobby.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
As you guide Jennifer through the eerie mansion, you'll use a point-and-click interface to explore each room, examining objects that reveal clues that might help you solve puzzles. And originally, players had to use the SNES controller or the Super Nintendo mouse, but on the PlayStation 5, using the analog stick brings a smoother experience, making the gameplay feel more accessible. What makes Clock Tower terrifying is that Jennifer has no weapons. She has to rely on hiding spots scattered throughout the mansion to escape from Scissor Man, who appears randomly, bringing an intense rush of danger. Finding a hiding place like a closet or under a bed or behind furniture is vital to avoiding him. Hide well and he'll move on, but if he finds you, it's game over. When Jennifer encounters Scissor Man or terrifying events, she enters panic mode. Her movements become more erratic, making it hard to control, more prone to mistakes. Calming her down lets you regain control, but this mechanic keeps the tension high throughout the game. You also collect items around the mansion that are crucial for solving puzzles and accessing new areas. The puzzles aren't overly complicated, but they're essential for progressing and lead you to a potential escape. It's worth noting that Clock Tower Rewind has some additional features as well, including a motion comic, some promos from the Super Famicom days, and I really enjoy that. I love getting a game that's been finally ported to the West, and it has all these, historical, archive documents and videos of the past. I really do like that. I think it's a really nice touch. You also have two different modes. You have the original Clock Tower, which plays exactly the way it was on the Super Famicom thanks to the limited run's Carbon engine, and a Rewind mode, which is actually a port of PlayStation 1's Clock Tower First Fear, and it's added, some more randomization with Scissor Man, as well as, of course, a rewind feature, which can be pretty handy, to be honest, because one bad decision can easily be a game over in this game. There's so much I love about Clock Tower: the atmosphere, the music. The music almost feels like John Carpenter. I mean, they really honed in on that 80s, 90s slasher vibe, and it's crazy to think that this was on the Super Nintendo. I think the only gripe that newcomers would have playing Clock Tower is it is a slow game. It's a slow-paced game. It's more about the atmosphere and exploration than it is, constant jump scares or action-packed like we would see later on with games like Resident Evil. I think for the price tag of $19.99, I think it's definitely worth it for someone who wants to go back in time and see, survival horror at its roots. It's not a perfect game, but it's just the right game to kind of have that whole horror vibe. I really do enjoy it. And I also want to note that there is a physical for Clock Tower Rewind from Limited Run. As I'm recording this right now, they're sold out, but hey, they may have a second batch, but either way, this is pretty cool. If I had to give Clock Tower a score, though, I would definitely give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's, in modern gaming, I think it's pretty average, but as a gaming historic standpoint, I think it's great that folks finally get to experience this game. I played this game years ago on a reproduction cartridge for the Super Nintendo. They've had fan translations for years, but it's nice to finally play it officially. But what do you guys think? Have you guys played Clock Tower? Leave a comment below. Is this something you'd like to check out? I'd love to hear some of your thoughts and opinions. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, but also hit that bell so you're notified of all future videos that come out on this channel. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.